One of the strangest moments of the 2026 Wyndham Championship happened on Saturday, and it involved Beau Hossler, a young fan, and a ball marker. Hossler entered the third round as one of the biggest stories at Sedgefield Country Club. After 2 rounds, he was sitting at the top of the leaderboard and chasing what could have been the biggest breakthrough of his PGA Tour career. But round 3 was anything but straightforward. The action had already been interrupted by lightning. Then came another delay, and when play finally resumed, Hossler found himself in a bizarre situation on the 17th hole. Hossler had marked his ball on the green, but suddenly, a young fan slipped underneath the ropes and moved onto the playing area. And then, she stepped directly on Hossler's marker. It was an awkward moment that immediately caught attention. Because on a professional golf course, a ball marker isn't just some random object sitting on the ground. It represents the exact position of a player's ball, and when you're competing at the highest level, precision matters. Hossler appeared to watch the situation unfold, as the young fan ended up trampling the marker. Now, here's where the controversy comes in. Was it deliberate? There is no evidence that the girl intentionally tried to interfere with Hossler's ball position. It appeared to be a young fan who had slipped under the ropes, creating an incredibly unusual situation. But the incident still raises a serious question about crowd control. How did a spectator manage to get underneath the ropes and onto the playing surface while a player was competing? And more importantly, what happens when a spectator accidentally interferes with a player's ball or marker? This wasn't just happening to any player either. Hossler was the 36-hole leader and was trying to maintain his position at the top of the leaderboard. He had already endured multiple weather interruptions. Earlier in the round, Hossler had bogeyed the 16th hole after returning from the first lightning delay, losing sole possession of the lead. So when play was suspended again, the last thing he needed was another unexpected distraction. And then this happened. The young fan stepped on the marker. Fortunately, the incident didn't turn into a major rules controversy or accusations of deliberate interference, but visually, it was incredible. You had a PGA Tour leader standing over his ball, a crowd watching, weather delays disrupting the round, and then suddenly, a spectator was standing right where the player's marker was. It's exactly the kind of bizarre moment that reminds you just how unpredictable live golf can be. Some fans will probably see it as nothing more than an innocent mistake. Others will argue that spectators have to understand the importance of staying behind the ropes, especially when players are on the green. Either way, the timing couldn't have been more dramatic. Hossler was fighting to protect his position at the top of the Wyndham leaderboard. Instead, he found himself watching a young fan step onto his marker. And after everything that had already happened during this weather-interrupted third round, this was probably the last thing anyone expected. So what do you think? Was this simply an innocent mistake by a young fan, or should security have prevented her from getting onto the playing surface in the first place? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more of the most controversial, shocking, and unbelievable moments from professional golf, make sure you subscribe.